UFC 300 is now all wrapped up, so let's recap the event by going over the good, the bad, and the ugly. What's up, everybody? It's John Eric Poli here with My MMA News, doing a little late night coverage of UFC 300 as the historical event is now all wrapped up. So let's now get into that recap. We're going to get started today, as always, with the good. Gonna go with Max Holloway here. How do you not go with Max Holloway for the good from UFC 300 here? I mean, what a great performance from Holloway as he wins the BMF championship by knocking out Justin Gaethje at the buzzer. This fight is definitely gonna go down into the UFC Hall of Fame one day. Great showing by Max Holloway. Really happy to see him perform the way that he did here at UFC 300. Now, we also have one other person to talk about when we talk about the good here. Gotta give a shout out and honorable mention to Alex Pereira. Great showing in the UFC 300 main event for him, knocking out Jamahal Hill in the first round as he makes his first title defense of his light heavyweight championship. And while we're speaking of that fight, segue now into the bad, gonna go with Jamahal Hill. Hill was really doing a good job of trying to promote this fight up and, trying to say that he was gonna back down from Alex and everything else. Well, hey, didn't really work out that way too good for him there as he gets knocked out really early by Alex Pereira. I mean, what are you going to do? Pereira's the real deal. He's a great champion, but still, to get knocked out that early in the UFC 300 main event, probably not a thing you're going to want to be remembered for. And now we end today here by going over the ugly, and I got to go with Holm. Very disappointing for Holm here, losing to Kayla Harrison, getting absolutely ragdolled. Just really rough to see from Holly. I thought maybe an upset possible here for Holm, but I think at age 42, retirement might have to be in the consideration here, in the cards here for Holm, because that was a very bad showing at UFC 300. And there you guys have it. That was the good, the bad, and the ugly from UFC 300. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and most importantly, I hope you guys really enjoyed the fights tonight. UFC 300 absolutely delivered, so kudos to the UFC president Dana White and everybody over there at the UFC. What an epic night of fights, and it's definitely an historical event that's going to live on for time and time to come for all of us UFC fans.